Tyler here. I just thought I'd cover the topic first off about social media. I'm including things like Facebook, emails, texting, Twitter, and MySpace if anyone's actually on that thing anymore, I don't know. But okay, so the main thing is about why I wanted to cover this overall topic umbrella is that I think it's affecting a lot more than just kids going through high school and nattering back and forth. I see adults sending emails they shouldn't. I see adults posting pictures on sites that they really shouldn't. Now, the big thing that went around a couple months ago was a girl that committed suicide. She flashed and she had a stalker follower, everything like that. What people don't seem to really understand still after the fact is that once you post a picture, it will stay online. And don't forget, once you upload that picture, all it takes is some perv to right-click, copy, or screen cap that picture, and he's got it and can pass it around. Or she. All colors, right? So now that is just the simple, basic thing, but I mean, it's basically as it seems to me, it seems to be happening all the time. Okay, so now people being social creatures always want to know who's saying what about me, what's, the latest news, this kind of thing. But it actually does put a stress on the brain, and it's not really healthy to be checking your Facebook, to be checking your phone, to be checking that. It doesn't give your brain actually a chance to ever really truly relax. That's something that they're finding with younger kids, especially nowadays with high school and younger, because everyone's got iPhones and all that bull. But they're just constantly seeing who's saying what about them, and then add on to the fact that you can't properly convey anything through text. You don't have the tone. It's too easy to misunderstand. And I see adults doing it too, not just with the texting, but emails and the pictures and comments and whatnot on social media. And I think if people took a little bit more responsibility in saying, okay, how many times have I actually checked Facebook in the last hour? This is too much. This is a problem. This is an addiction. And I'm not just talking about the stupid games that are on there. I'm talking about reading all the stories and constantly being on, because that's what it is. You're on guard for everything that comes up. It's like the news. It's exactly like the news. All it is the news on the internet. The only difference is I stopped watching the news because I just found it nothing but depressing and I just couldn't handle it anymore. And I know a lot of people that have done that as well. And a couple months ago I posted saying, okay guys, the negativity on here has gotten out of control. If you could at least post more than a fluffy kitten to even out the fact of all these school shootings and all these world issues, that is not healthy. And a couple people agreed, and a couple people also said, holy crap, we didn't realize we were actually getting this riled up. And I think it's a circle. You might not be going on to YouTube and flaming everybody and trolling everybody, but all it takes is that little bit of negativity, constantly sharing negativity, and it comes around. We see it constantly, and if that's all we're seeing, it's pretty stressful. And I think we press that stress onto our families that are on Facebook and friends that are on Facebook. So going back to the topic of writing emails and trying to convey important beliefs, don't do it on the internet. Just don't, because there'll always be a conversation you cannot win. There'll always be an argument. Now, whether it's religion, whether it's politics, whether it's things like this. Yes, you are entitled to your belief. You are entitled to have an opinion, but you don't need to pressure anybody with it. You don't need to go on, read some comment and go, well, that guy's an idiot. I think I need to correct his whole world and enlighten everybody on the internet. Because you know what? Everyone on the internet wants to enlighten someone. And instead of, actually going out, playing with your kids, playing with your dog, actually having a life, God forbid, you're sitting there wasting hours of your life on the freaking internet where ultimately no one cares. It's true. And I'm seeing more and more of it. I'm just as guilty. I go on all my art galleries and get depressed because of seeing so many better artists and go, oh, okay, well, that was time I could have been doing my own art. Slowly learning. Everyone learns at a different pace. I'm sometimes really slow. But my point being is social media is our own responsibility. Everyone wants to talk about policing the internet, having less cyberbullies and things like that. But in reality, it has to start at home. Maybe actually start teaching your kids. And no one's too old for this conversation. They look at their kid and go, well, They're 18, they're doing God knows what on the internet. What am I gonna say? Well, have an actual conversation with your child and you might actually learn something. This also goes for kids talking to their friends and that, you know, how about have some real conversation? You might learn something. Alright, so this is pretty much the end of my rant. I just wanted to cover the basics. I would love to see comments that, you know, relate and aren't just flaming caraboos, as my friend says. And if you have a question or topic that you would love to see next, just shoot an email off to me. Email's written below. And just, you know, don't get too wordy or detailed. Just say, okay, this is my situation. Use a fake name, whatever. And I'll try to get around to making a video response to it as best as I can. If it's something serious like suicide, please get proper help because that's not my area of expertise. All right. Catch you later.